of the most powerful ways to ensure your child's educational success is to make school attendance a priority. Sure, children need to take sick days to remain healthy, but your child will get better grades, learn accountability, avoid dangerous behavior, and have a better school experience if they make every day count. Bottom line, attendance matters. Today we are welcoming Amanda Simons, attendance social worker for Chesterfield County Public Schools, to discuss the importance of regular attendance and strategies to assist families to establish positive habits, including fuss-free mornings. Welcome, Amanda.
Thank you so much for having me, Amy.
So, as early as kindergarten, the research says that missing just 2 days a month can have a negative impact on a child's academic performance. Can you explain a little bit about that to me?
Yes, and while the studies show kindergarten here in Chesterfield, we really like to also include our pre-K students into it because we want to start a foundation for an excellent school attendance career so that they can get the benefits of social and academics. And so studies have shown us that, especially in the months of September, that if a student misses just 2 to 4 days for the month of September, that they're probably going to miss a month of school over the course of the year, which is really a significant part. So we really want to focus in on getting off to a great start so that it can be a positive school year. Studies have also shown us that by 3rd grade, for those students who have had chronic absenteeism, they are less likely to be reading on grade level, and they can also be retained. And the leading indicator for 6th graders who have had chronic absenteeism in terms of high school dropout is the fact that we're looking at, students that aren't engaged anymore. So we really want to get them a good solid foundation so that we can have on-time graduation and we can have flourishing, productive members of our society.
And generally when you get them to school, they enjoy being there. But what are some of the common reasons why kids may not be wanting to go to school?
So a lot of the reasons can stem from just not doing well in a classroom, so they want to kind of shy away from the material. Sometimes it can be chronic medical conditions, sometimes it can be extra family stressors. Sometimes it can be dealing with mental health, whether that is anxiety or depression. So there are a variety of reasons, but we have a tremendous amount of resources within our system to support the children and the families with those reasons.
So, from time to time, and as a parent, I could tell you that there were a few days here and there that my kids, kind of balked at going to school, and I encouraged them to do so. But if I'm noticing an increased resistance to my child wanting to go to school, or just something doesn't seem quite right, what sorts of supports or services are available to us as a family, to my child, to kind of get him back on track?
Well, the first thing I would do is talk to your child about his or her feelings to figure out what is truly going on. Are they fearful of something going on in school? I would reach out to the teacher. I would reach out to the school counselor. They have some great supports and resources. If your child has a medical condition such as asthma, you might want to talk to the school nurse to just figure out whether or not a health service plan is necessary, because we can address things like that and barriers. If there are extra financial stressors or other family stressors going on in the household, reach out to your school social worker, because we have tremendous community resources that we can hook up. If there are some simple behaviors that you're not sure how to deal with, we always refer our families to Chesterfield Prevention Services. Each school has a prevention specialist that is assigned, and they're willing to consult with our families as well.
Fantastic. So just kind of establishing strong lines of communication. And so kind of with that segue, September is Attendance Awareness Month. And so, in order of getting off to a great start with my child, is there anything that I should be talking to or doing for them in order to establish those kind of positive habits from the beginning?
Absolutely. So we very much recommend to our families to establish great morning routines. Designate some place in the house where the backpack is, so it's just easy for the child to grab the backpack and go. If there are simple breakfasts, if the child doesn't eat breakfast at school, that they can get out and get ready, things like that. What time does the child wake up? Does your child need some extra time just to kind of say, not ready to put my feet on the floor? Set the alarm for a little bit earlier, give them a couple of warning times. So great morning routines are really helpful. We also want to establish great evening routines. What does that look like after school? Is there a designated homework time? Is there a designated homework space? How does bedtime look? You know, does your child want to bathe in the evening? Get the backpack ready the night before. Make sure that all forms are filled out and already in there so you're not rushing to do that in the morning. Make sure all the homework is in there. Read a story, get the child to start calming down at night. We also encourage our families to turn off all electronics an hour before bedtime so the brain can start calming down. We encourage our families not to have any electronics kept in the child's bedroom, and that also includes the cell phones. The blue light's really impactful, and I don't know that we can reinforce that enough. So we really kind of work with our families about morning and evenings.
And I can tell you the days that those things happened in my house, that we were ready to go to bed and then ready to wake up, and for the day, attendance was much easier, getting out and getting ready and being on time for school. So thank you so much, because certainly attendance matters, and for everything else you do to serve our school division. We appreciate you, and thanks for sharing your time today. And thank you for joining us on Engage Chesterfield.